Hello, vibrational beings. Today's asana practice is a vinyasa flow for cultivating courage. If you usually use blocks to bring the ground to you or like to sit up on a blanket in forward folds, etc., grab those. Otherwise, all you need is your mat, and let's get started. Come forward into tabletop. And first we'll do a warm-up for the wrists, rotating to the right. And to the left. Now swivel the fingertips to face the side of the mat, and let's rock back and forth. For a deeper stretch, you can swivel the fingertips to the back and do some circles here as well. Choose your adventure. And wherever you are, let's bring the fingertips back to face forward. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and some cat-cows. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail and the gaze. And exhale, cat pose, arch the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, neutral. Now we'll do some barrel rolls. So as you dip the belly this time, bring the hips and shoulders over to the left as the belly dips and curves to the right. And as you arch, dip the belly over to the left and curl the hips and shoulders to the right. Harder to explain than to demonstrate. And let's switch sides now. Curving to the right and dipping to the left. Beautiful. Sit back, hips to heels. Give your wrists a little shake. And coming back to tabletop, let's inhale, lift the right arm up high. And exhale, thread the needle. Thread the right arm under the torso. Lift the left arm up. And you can take the bind behind your back or reach forward with the left arm. Inhale. And exhale, settle into the shoulder stretch. On your next inhale, plant the left palm, reach the right arm up high, and return to tabletop. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach the left arm up high, and exhale, thread it underneath the torso, reaching the right arm up and around the back or in front of you. On the next inhale, plant the right palm, reach the left arm up high, and return to tabletop. Exhale. From here, let's tuck the toes, bring the hips to heels, walk the hands forward just a little bit, and inhale. Exhale, push the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Stretch your heels back and forth to the ground if that feels good. You can also reach the knees energetically towards the opposite elbows for a bit of a deeper warm up for the hamstrings and calves. Beautiful. Inhale here, gaze forward. Come up onto your tips of your fingers and let's walk towards the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale here, and exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, clasp opposite elbows, and roll it out with some ragdoll action. Release the elbows, and on an inhale, let's root to rise, roll up the spine. Coming into Tadasana. Spread your toes, grip the mat, balance through all four corners of the feet. Palms face forward, chest up, shoulders back, chin slightly tucked. And from here, let's do a few sun salutations. Follow along with me. These will be slightly modified. Do the first two a little slower. So inhale, reach up high, gaze follows the fingertips. And exhale, forward fold. You can keep the feet together or apart. Bend the knees or keep them fairly straight. Next inhale, let's come back to plank position. And exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come through to cobra. Baby cobra to start. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, let's walk to the top of the mat, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up high and reach. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, hands to heart. On this last sun salutation, we'll inhale as normal, and on our exhale, you can repeat mentally or aloud, I am courageous. So inhale, reach up high. Exhale, I am courageous. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale to the mat. I am courageous. Inhale, come through to cobra. Exhale, down dog. I am courageous. Inhale, step up, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. I am courageous. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, hands to heart. I am courageous. Wonderful. So now that we're a little warmed up, let's continue with the next sequence. Inhale, reach the arms up high, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and hep stop or jump back to plank. Inhale here, and exhale. Let's push back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts up high, gazes forward. Bend the right knee, and on an exhale, let's step through to low lunge. Inhale, rise up to high lunge. Palms meet overhead. And exhale, settle in here. On an inhale, straighten through the front knee. And exhale, folding at the hips, come to a flat back position. Inhale here. And exhale, bring your hands to heart, rebend through the front knee. And on the next inhale, we straighten through the front knee and we lift off the left toes, coming into warrior three. Few breaths here. Reach back through the left heel. One more inhale. And as we exhale, return the left foot to the mat, but in a slightly shorter stance, and stand up into pyramid pose. Bring the arms behind the back and grab opposite elbows. Option 2, come into reverse prayer. Inhale here. And exhale, hinging from the hips, we fold. Keep the line from the tail to the crown nice and long and straight. And breathe into the deep stretch in your right hamstring. On your next inhale, let's rise up. Release whatever bind you have behind your back. Reach up and return to high lunge. Hands in high prayer overhead. One more inhale here. And exhale. Palms return to the mat. Step back to plank. And let's take your vinyasa of choice. So that can be knees, chest, chin to cobra on the inhale. That can also be from plank. We rock forward, bend to 90 degrees at the elbow, chaturanga, and inhale, upward facing dog. Wherever you are, exhale back to downward facing dog. And just know you can take either option for the rest of this class. So, on the next inhale, left leg reaches up high, gaze comes forward, bend the left knee, and exhale, step through into low lunge. On an inhale, let's rise up into high lunge. Hands come together overhead in prayer. And exhale, deepen your lunge, settle in. Inhale here, reach up high. And exhale, hinging at the hips, come to a flat back position. Right heel is reaching back. Nice bend in the left knee. And inhale, come up, straighten up. Exhale, bend into the front knee, hands come to heart. And on the next inhale, we lift the right foot up, coming into warrior three. Hips are level, right heel's reaching back. We're breathing here. One more inhale. And as you exhale, float the right foot back to the mat in a slightly shorter stance as we come up into pyramid. You can clasp opposite elbows behind the back or return to reverse prayer like we did previously. Inhale here and exhale, hinge at the hips, pyramid fold. Again, with that staff running from the tail to the crown and breathing into the stretch in the left hamstring. And on the next inhale, let's come on up. Arms reach up high, high prayer overhead in high lunge. And exhale, back through plank and vinyasa of your choice. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. On the next inhale here, gaze comes forward, right leg reaches up high, and step through into low lunge. Exhale. Inhale, we reach back up into high lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, step forward into chair pose, tucking the tail and bringing the weight back through the heels. On the next inhale, hands come to heart and we lift up onto the toes for a little bit of a balance. One more inhale. And exhale, heels come back to the ground. Step back with the left foot into low lunge and twisted low lunge. Meet the left elbow with the outer right knee, reaching the left heel back. Inhale here and exhale, return to plank position, vinyasa flow of your choice. Other side now, reach the left leg back, gaze comes forward. And we exhale, step forward into low lunge. Inhale, reach up high, high lunge. And breathing here. Inhale and exhale, step forward into chair pose. And hands come to heart. Weight back through the heels and tail tucked down. Inhale here, come up on to the balls of the feet. And exhale, release down. On your next inhale, step back into low lunge and twisted low lunge by bringing the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the right knee. Reach the right heel back. One more inhale here. Exhale, step to plank and go through your vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Wonderful work, my friends. Inhale, come forward and let's bring the knees to the mat. Exhale here. Inhale, we tuck the toes. And exhale, come up into a hovering table for 3 breaths. Beautiful job. Exhale, release the knees down. Walk them back so that you are one long line from the tip of your crown to your knees, and tuck the feet back towards your bum. And let's inhale, lower down into a push-up. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. And exhale, push up. Great job. Untuck the knees, and let's inhale, lower all the way to the belly. And exhale, release the forehead to the mat. From here, reach the arms out behind you. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, lift the chest, arms, and legs off the ground for a locust pose. Engage the lower abs and lift through the back body. One more inhale here. And exhale, relax. From here, let's take half bow. Bend the right knee and swim the left arm around to catch the right foot. If it doesn't quite reach, you can use your strap here or just reach energetically in space. Reach the right arm out in front. Inhale and exhale. Kick into the hand as you arch through the spine. One more inhale here. And exhale, release down to the mat. Let's do the other side. So, left knee bends. We swim the right arm back around towards catching the foot. Left arm comes out long in front. We inhale. And exhale. Kick the left foot into the palm. And arch the spine. One more inhale here. And exhale, return to the belly. You can wiggle out your hips a little if that feels nice. Release further back. And plant your palms under the shoulders. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Cross the ankles and let's roll back through seated position onto our bum. Sit up nice and tall. And inhale, lift the feet up, lift the arms, coming into boat pose. Nice long line from the tail to the ground, so try not to be sinking forward. Chest is shining forward. Inhale here. And exhale, lower down to low boat. So your heels are just over the mat as well as your shoulder blades. And inhale, come up to high boat. Exhale to low boat. Inhale to high boat. Exhale to low boat. Last one. Inhale to high boat. Beautifully done. And let's just take a quick break in easy seat. Take any movements you need after that. Wonderful. And rolling over the ankles again. Come back to tabletop. Let's tuck the toes. Inhale and exhale. Push back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, we tippy-toe towards the front of the mat. Halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Now from here, inhale, halfway lift. And begin to lift the right leg up behind you for standing split. Inhale here. And exhale, fold. Keeping the hips level. Breathing into the left hamstring. And on your next inhale, the right knee bends and comes through, hugging into the chest. We stand up into one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, hug the knee into the chest. Inhale, the arms come out wide to wings. We're coming into eagle pose. So cross the right leg over the left, just like so. If you have extra space, you can tuck the right toes behind the left calf. And the left arm comes over the right. Palms can come together or backs of hands, depending how much space you have in the shoulders. Lift the elbows up, gaze is up. And we breathe here. The eagle is a symbol for courage in many cultures. And we get the benefits of building heat and our own courage here. Okay, inhale, maintain your eagle arms, but right knee lifts into chest. And exhale, step back into high lunge. From here, inhale, up onto the ball of the foot, of the right and left foot. And exhale, let's do a little bit of a back bend. One more inhale here. And exhale, coming down. Release the eagle arms, coming into low lunge. We step back to plank and vinyasa of your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, we tippy toe once more to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, left leg sweeps up high for standing split. And exhale, fold again. Reaching to meet your limit with the left foot and breathing into the deep stretch in the right hamstring. From here, bend the left knee and we inhale, come up into one-legged Tadasana. Pull the left knee into the chest. Exhale here. And inhale, arms out wide into wings. Curl the left leg over the right. Curl the right arm over the left. And sit back into the heel and the hips for eagle pose. Inhale, stand up tall, left knee comes to chest, and we step back into high lunge, retaining those eagle arms. From here, inhale, up onto the balls of both feet, and exhale, we take the back bend. One more breath in here, and exhale, release, down to low lunge, vinyasa of your choice, or straight back to downward facing dog. And exhale. Wonderful job. Step, hop, or jump through to Come to a nice, well-deserved seat. And let's roll down onto our back now. Going to be taking bridge pose. So on an inhale, start to roll up from the sacrum to the shoulder blades, lifting most of the back off the mat. You can keep your palms planted on the mat, or you can grip the arms behind the back and walk up onto the shoulders for a deeper stretch. One more inhale here. And exhale, walk off the shoulders if you're there, and lower down the length of the spine. Bringing the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. And let's extend the knees to about a 90-degree angle. Grab the outsides of the feet and pull the knees into the armpits for happy baby. One more inhale here. And exhale, extend your legs down the mat, extend your arms down the mat. Relax everything down, and we come into Shavasana. Close the eyes or soften your gaze. And relax into the benefits of this practice. Gently start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bend the knees and roll over to the right side. Pushing yourself up with the left arm, we return to a seated position on our mat. And let's finish this class with a short mudra and affirmation practice. So we'll be doing Garuda mudra, which is the eagle mudra. Garuda is the very courageous and fierce mount of Vishnu in Hindu mythology. And there are many beautiful lessons to be learned from those stories about courage and overcoming challenges. So naturally, we'll use that mudra. You can spread your palms out wide, face them towards you, cross the right arm in front of the left, hook your thumbs, and then bring your palms to your chest. And we'll just be repeating, I am courageous, on our exhales again. So let's do 5. Inhale here. I am courageous. Inhale. I am courageous. Inhale. I am courageous. Inhale. I am courageous. And one more. Inhale, biggest inhale you took all day. I am courageous. And at the bottom of your exhale, release your mudra. Thank you so much for joining me for today's asana practice. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. This is a part of a 12-week series called Taking Flight, which features 6 asana and 6 meditation practices in order to cultivate some positive attributes when you're trying to start something new. So I hope you'll join me for the rest. Subscribe to follow along. You can also join the playlist on my page. Other than that, I wish you all a beautiful day and namaste, fellow yogis.